They're joining back, no. Offer is ended, I think.
No problem. Offer still on. Go ahead.
दादा आई वाज लाइक जैसे कल आपको बताया मैंने कि वो आई लाइक ट्रैवलिंग एंड ऑल, बट माइंड में चलता है कुछ और भी चलता है यार, ये भी करना था वो भी करना था। जैसे अभी मार्केटिंग का भी शौक है, जैसे एफिलिएट मार्केटिंग कर रहा हूँ, तो मुझे उसका भी शौक था कि यार वो भी अच्छा है, वो दैट्स आल्सो गुड बिजनेस। तो मतलब माइंड में बहुत कुछ चलता रहता है कि हाँ यार एक चीज नहीं है, ये भी अच्छा है
So
वो भी अच्छा है। अब
I
कितनी
have
प्रोफाइल
created
बनाएंगे
one.
उस हिसाब से थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूज होता है आदमी ना।
क्या होता है?
लिंक्डइन में कितनी प्रोफाइल्स बनाएगा आदमी अपनी, मतलब वो एक थोड़ा सा रहता है। अब मैं अगर मार्केटिंग की प्रोफाइल भी बनाऊंगा, टूरिज्म की प्रोफाइल भी बनाऊंगा, तो इस तरह थोड़ा सा इशू आ
हाँ तो
सकता है आई
डाउट
थिंक।
क्या है? क्या प्रॉब्लम क्या है?
दादा डाउट ये है कि एक काम कर, जब करना है ना तो उस पर फुली फोकस नहीं हो रहा है कि यही काम अच्छा लगता है। फिर मन करता है कि यार और भी तो था, कुछ चीज छूट रहा है।
राइट। तो क्या कर सकते हैं? क्या कर सकते हैं? एक काम पे अगर मन नहीं लग रहा है, that means you are an explorer. You love to do different things. Okay. So एक एक saboteur होता है जिसका नाम है स्टिकलर। वो क्या करता है कि this pushes your brain to find out innovation. See, people by say they love innovation. That is the truth. That's why you will see Pepsi, Coke, this kind of soda fellows, sugar water guys. The ingredient is probably around 50 to 100 years old, but their marketing keeps on changing. They keep on adding new faces of different actors, actresses, and many other things. Yes, right? And you will see
Yes.
some of the chips packets. Nothing is new. It's just the same potato, same fried potato nonsense. Only thing is packet change, right? I don't know if you have seen this. So human being as such, they don't like to do mundane things. It is not your fault. It's not your fault. So it is a human being's tendency. But the problem is the boring is the thing that gives you more hold about that subject. So I'll tell you, when I was doing my PhD, I was feeling bored. Every day, bloody, same mixture, same thing. Yeah, what nonsense. But when I understood it, that it was branching into more finer things. When you repetitively do the same thing every day, the only thing that will happen is you will find new ways to do the same thing. You will find hacks, you will find shortcuts, something you are going to find. So here is something that I would like to share with you. There is a professor who was teaching in a college. One day he said, I need two volunteers. So these two volunteers came. He said, what is the thing? I'll give you a task. And the task is almost like for 4 to 5 days. Okay. So initially they said, yeah, I will do it. New college, new Josh, I'll do it. He said, whoever is volunteering for the task, for you, your khana, pina, everything I will manage. But you have to give me 5 days. So on the day number one, he said, the only thing is you are free to go. Any point of time, you can go. There is an exit door. Okay. But you cannot come back. Okay. And the person who stays the longest with the task will win the prize. So what was the task? He put a ball and there was a red color fish inside that ball. Okay. He put a ball and there is a red color fish in the ball. And he said, write about the fish. And he locked the door and he went. People thought that he will come by around half an hour, 1 hour. Bloody fellow, he never came the entire whole day. Okay. Now, looking at that, some people, they started to bunk. They started to do this. Some people went out to play. Some people bunked that class. Some people who are like still stubborn, they stood for another 1 or 2 hours. They wrote something about the bowl, the water, the fish. Then some people left that also. The next people who stayed there, they started to observe more things about the fish. Same fish, same bowl, same glass bowl. They started to observe the colors, the fins, the different scale. This is by the end of the day, they have done an entire anatomical detailing about that fish. So one day over, 90% of the people, they could not support the one day. There were few people there, still that thing. The lunch was, everything was supposed, supported there. Now these people, they started to work in a group and they started to see how the fish behaves in different parts of the time. Now slowly and slowly, they also started writing down on the second day, okay, about the detailing of the fish, the way it breathes, the way it opens and pushes his mouth, the different kind of fishes are there. They started comparing all these things, nomenclature and many other things. Some people who stayed for the second day, they were able to get some extra enlightenment about the fish, the water, what exactly happens, the ecosystem, and many other things. Third day, they started understanding the behavior of the fish. How does the fish behave? Can you understand? Topic is bloody same, the fish and the ball. On the third day, this fellow is looking at the psychology of the fish brain, how the fish reacts, how the fish reacts with different kind of things, with the sunlight, with the darkness, morning what, evening what, its life cycle, every goddamn thing. Moral of the story: no one was there till the fifth day. Okay, no one was there till the fifth day, not even for the fourth day. So the lesson that the professor learned is we need directive innovations and progressive innovations. Okay, you need a direction for progressive innovations every day. So imagine if I make a program and I design it just like this, no one is going to come here. I will teach you how to do sales. Will you join? No one will join. It is the plain bland thing. But if I use this, how to close a deal in less than 30 minutes by using a normal phone, even if you have never done business, now it becomes an innovation thing. Let's put another element to it. How to use our ancient wisdom to close the deal in less than 30 minutes, right? How to use the ancient wisdom to learn about business processes by utilizing the power of brain, by using a pen and paper in less than 10 minutes. Boom. So now what is happening is you are creating a new kind of an innovation thing with the same thing. Nothing is new. If anyone is saying, Dada, this is new, bullshit. It is just a new way of packaging, new marketing. It's Maya. I have detailed down all these things in a complete 7 hours recording. It's called as Maya Manthan. And I can guarantee you, if anyone reads Maya Manthan and follows and implements it, probably he might not need any marketing book, advertisement book, media book, or PR book ever in his life. Ever. That is so strong. So, is it something that I have designed? No, I have not designed. I have compiled it in a place. So, when you say, Dada, I am distracted from this, you are distracted because there is something more interesting than what you are doing. Something which has more priority. Something which has got more instant gratification. The things that gives you, now I'm going scientific, it's called as dopamine. You get that instant gratification, instant feel good factor. So the moment you know how to control such hormones in your life, this is what our Rishi, Muni, Guru, Sadhus, they have all done it, right? So there is a lot of beautiful elements. I don't know how do I talk about that. So yesterday I was looking at a very simple topic. In India, there is a particular sect of people. They wear a sacred thread from their left shoulder to the right hip. Do you know that? It's a boring thing. It's made up of cotton thread. And there are a lot of people, actually, somebody asked me, all these things. And the discussion went in a different direction. So this guy is a very young guy. He's a fifth standard kid. And he wanted to know so many things because he does not like his normal studies. I told you, no, people need innovation, innovative ways to do this. So he came to say, yeah, what is the difference between all the Rishi Muni and all this? Then I told him, it is not like that. There are so many spiritual titles you might not know. For example, Brahmarshi, Maharshi, Rajarshi, Devarshi, Paramahansa, Siddha, Yogi, Tapavi, Advut. So there are so many things. Now he has said, okay, who are all these fellows? Okay, because the kid has never heard. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm creating a new innovation and making this guy interested. Did you get my point? Okay. Why? Because I want to give him the very essence of why you should use the sacred thread. Okay. That's my only intention. So he said, okay, why I have to learn all these things? If I get a job, then I can become all these things. Then I said, boss, this is the growth pattern. You have to learn this. So if you take Brahmarshi, the name Brahmarshi means a visionary who has understood universal truth and how to deal with all these things. So technically, he is called as a CVO, Chief Visionary Officer. So you need a Chief Visionary Officer to design all your new products, new researches. Are you guys able to see the connection? You need this. Now the kid is like, oh, acha, this happens. Getting me? Now he's interested. Acha, Maharshi kaun hai? I said he's a CWO. What is that? Chief Wisdom Officer. What they should do? They have deep understanding of how the things work in a perfect guided systems. So दादा एक बात बताओ, chairman कौन होगा? बोलो राजर्षि. Did you understand? Rajarshi is the chairman. Yeah. Why? Because this guy can combine the wisdom, combine the leadership, and create an entire system around it. So now he is interested. Did you see what I'm doing is I am making him interested in certain subjects. Dada talks only about business. Bale wo spirituality हो, health हो, कुछ भी हो, at the end of the day, there is a business. I love to talk business. So what I'm doing is, if I make business as normal, okay, marketing sales, come, we'll do it tomorrow. You will not like it. Yes or no? Dumb mastery is a very horrible thing. Who comes bloody early morning? Discuss the same nonsense. But you see, we have done more than 3,500, might be, I think we have touched 4,000 days of such kind of things. Every day you can write a book on this. Every day. Did you get my point, sir? Okay. So when you say, Dada, I am distracted, that means you are losing interest to your existing thing that was once an interest to you. I repeat, you are losing the interest on something which was once an interest to you. Why? Because probably you are stuck with clarity, you're stuck with the benefits, your personal or others' benefits, you are stuck with how the system works, might be process you can be stuck, might be resources you are stuck, might be guidance you are stuck, might be information you are stuck, might be you don't have new innovative ideas to work on how the thing works. Yes or no? Yeah. Now look at my mother. She makes nice roti. She is bored of making roti. So every third day she will add something into this. Okay, जीरा डाल के देखो क्या होता है, अजवाइन डाल के देखो क्या होता है, right? तेल डाल के देखो क्या होता है. She will keep on experimenting. सब्जी डाल के देखो क्या होता है. Now the roti has become so many varieties of roti. Yes or no? So distraction is good. Constructive distraction is a very fantastic thing. I have no problem on this. Every new innovation is because of this new thing. Yes or no? Yeah. Constructive, distraction. I'll tell you another story. I have a friend. He's a photographer and he's a very crazy guy. We are all moving here and there and looking at the star, mountains, and jungle and all these things. This fellow is stuck with only one place. Why? There's a big spider web. So this guy goes up and down and left and right, and he is keeping on picture. Might be he has taken around 1,000 pictures of that spider weaving that. Did you get my point? We are interested in something nonsense. He is interested in that only. But what he is interested, when we saw probably around, see, I might not know, but each of the 1,000 frames that he has shot has a story, has a purpose, has a function that probably he will understand. I will might not understand. I might not see that. Good. Now coming back to the story of that this sacred thread, which is called as Geno. I never knew, okay, to talk to this kid. Then I said, this is a part of what should I say, of the culture, and it is not about one particular sect of people. This is a culture of India as a whole. We used to have this. There is nothing like, this can be owned by only one particular sect of the things. Now he was interested. Acha, this is only for Brahmins, no? I said, no, it is even for women. Do you know that? Hello? How many of you guys knew this? The sacred thread is also for women. Yeah. And I don't know how to put this. Um, what is it called? Yeah. So in Indian Vedic sciences, there are 16 things you have to do for a human being in their entire life. And this thread thing is one, I think, in the 6th or 7th. These are called as sanskar. Do you know? तुम्हारे घर में कैसे संस्कार है? Have you heard of this statement? कैसे संस्कार? मेरे घर में 16 संस्कार हैं. Now you are learning something powerful. This 16 sanskar is important for your business also. The 16 sanskar is useful for your health, wealth, prosperity, relationship, maturity, spirituality. जितना टी है सब में है. The moment you learn all these things, it becomes proof. But what I'm talking is just a cotton thread. Did you get my point? Cotton thread is boring. To put that Geno is boring. Unless and until I talk about in this language, people will not be able to look at it. Are you guys getting it? Yeah. So Dada, क्या होता है? What are the 16 samskars? Anyone has this idea? I can just tell you some few of this. Just for example, before the child is born, we have got something called as Garbhabandhana. Do you know that? It is a ritual which is done with the ladies. Garbhabandhana, which is called as conception. Then there is something called as what is it called, for the fetus protection, so that the child is safe and the mother is taken care of. It's called as Puma Sevana. There is some different names. Okay. Then they do something with the ladies, the hair parting ceremony, then childbirthing ceremony, then Mu Jutai, the first time you put the Anna to the kid. Yes, the first time this child speaks something. There are so many things. There are 16 of this kind of sanskar. And for this, the sacred thread is a very vital point. Why? Because it binds with your culture, your ritual, your discipline, your wellness, everything. There is a system. There is some strotam. Now, this kid is a new generation kid. Other than playing with his PUBG phone, technically he has not seen the world. Getting me? And for him, this thread thing is a boring thing. So unless and until I use this kind of statements, and if I give him new directions. So did you understand this? In 2024, as I'm recording this video, I'm predicting the future. The future is going to see you as an idiot if you don't talk and walk like them, and then change their perspective to something big foundations. This is the only thing that can survive your business. Otherwise, it will not be there. I'm predicting it. Okay. So you have to be along with them, run and along with them, then change the direction, then they will learn that. No one today wants to learn the hard way. So I have changed my policies now. Yeah. I've changed my all the programs. I'm not going to give them anything that is the hard way. They want to, if you want to make a money, give them all the shortcuts, give them hacks, give them frameworks. They would love to make easy money. Yeah. I can charge you some 5,000 rupees. I can create an entire business hack and I give you a prompt. You will all love that. Yes or no? But this is not the right way. Who is supposed to tell you that? Unfortunately, the people who are teaching this, they are not actually doing this. They're not implementers. Most of the teachers are copycats now. Most of them. Unfortunately, if you go to reputed colleges and all these things, and if you check the exact non-academics, I'm talking about implementational experiential knowledge. It is very, very less. Did you get my point? It is all syllabus oriented, mug-up based, some kind of memory game. Still, it is going on. Some of the schools have opted for certain things, but again, you will not get a job with your experience and you cannot tell, okay, I have learned 15 kinds of yoga. Please give me a job. No, they need a proof. They need an academic proof. That is the hardcore truth. Yes or no? Yeah. Today, you look at any job, they need a kind of a curriculum vitae or a CV. I think the culture is slowly changing. The culture is changing to something which our Maharajas and Rishis, those times to do is, I don't believe in you who has referred you. Show it, prove it, and if the result is good, I will hire you. Yes or no? And the Rajas used to say, okay, karke dikhao, 5 gaon tera. I love those guys, man. Okay, I think that was a great thing, 5 gaon tera. Okay, so I think real estate was like that. You prove it, you get that. Today, you have to really do certain things for per square feet also. So today, I wanted you to ask you this thing. Okay, since you have joined, some people have learned this out. Okay, today I'm just picking my brain, and today I thought of giving the same topic. What Parth said, Dada, I'm getting distracted. So Parth, tell me why are you getting distracted? Did you get your answer? Unmute.
yes. Probably like डिस्ट्रक्शन आपने जैसे बताया कि इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ कि आपका धंधा ठीक नहीं चल रहा है, आप सोचते हैं कि नहीं यार वो दूसरा धंधा अच्छा है, शायद उसमें लोग अच्छा कमा रहे हैं, तो आई विल ऑल्सो
Yeah,
मेक सम गुड मनी. दैट इज
correct.
द मेजर डिस्ट्रक्शन आई थिंक.
Yeah, right. You are absolutely right. Now, look at this. The father started a small business, not the father, the grandfather, and technically he was just using pani puri. You know pani puri? Everyone knows pani puri, right? So he used to make some kind of a decoction for that pani thing, and the puri was there. The same pani puri, and he was making it at his home. Okay, so early morning he will go and do all those things. He'll make these small, small puris, and he used to do it. What did the son do is he created the recipe, what his father did it, and he made 2, 3 stalls. Business expanded. Same thing. Okay. Then after around 20 years, he opted for an automation system. Now he has got pani puri making machines. Did you get that? Okay. And he has a separate masala. The masala has the exact combination because it is done by machines now. The pani thing, the liquid thing, they also made some decoction out of it. They made it at sachet. Now this can be transported without any damage to the puris and the pani and the masala. Are you able to see? Same pani puri, but the business scale up done. The third generation came. They have an app for pani puri. Huh? They have an application for it. So they have got pani puri kiosk. You go there, you pay the money. Okay, the puri comes out first. You can use any of the combination of the mix, that masala, and then they have got different pani. Now he has got varieties of pani, nimbu pani, am panna, this panna, that panna, so many things you can use. The method is pani puri. Now, look, if this guy was bored, he would have never found out this kind of diversification of this pani puri. Now he has got different kind of puri, different kind of masala, different kind of pani, and different kind of ways to eat the pani puri. Now this fellow has come out with something for the bachelors. You can use a cocktail pani puri. You has used some kind of drink inside the pani puri. I'm like, is it the same pani puri? Yeah, it's the same thing, but he has diversified. This is only possible. See, there is nothing new. The thing what I want to share with you is, if you want oil from the ground, then you have to go deep. Anywhere in the world you dig deep, I'm guaranteeing you there is some oil. Okay, just dig. You don't have to dig multiple places. Just keep on digging inside. Yeah, it will be boring. Yes, it is horrible. I know that. I know it is boring. And that's why everyone cannot be an expert. Everyone cannot be a specialist. Because this is the only thing. People get diversified, distracted, deviated, deflected. But the person whom you are looking at it, all the successful people, you don't see how much struggle they have done. You take any of the YouTubers when they started their life, or people who are writers, poets, actors, actresses, businesses. Everyone talks about the good thing. No one talks about number of times this guy has failed. Yes or no? When you look at Shark Tank and all these things, you see only the guys who have got some funding. But what you don't see is the 90% of the guys that has been kicked out. Yeah? Yes or no? You don't see. It is like the tree. You look at only the fruit, but you do not know that the fruit came from the root, which grows inside the gravity, in the darkness, in the dampness. The root goes inside, creates that entire foundation system, creates that hole, takes the nutrients. Then a small sapling will go. You see only the things above the ground. You bloody don't see the things, the nonsense which goes under the ground. But when I ask people to see the under the ground, no one wants to do that. No one wants to dig deeper. No one wants to penetrate the hard soil. But that is the goddamn foundation. How do you like today's session? Session over. The idea is open up the things that you feel is not important. There is bloody somebody making money with that same thing. And he's making money with different dimensions. Yes or no? Now you want to be a general physician or you want to be a neurospecialist of that particular range, that particular thing. That is your task. Because even if I tell you, see, I could have done many other things. Yes or no? But I'm sticking on to only one thing. Why? What I do? I close deals. I teach people how to close deals. That's it. That doesn't mean that I do not know many things. I also know many things. But I'm concentrating only on this. Super PhD. Now I know various things what happens in the human psychology. It's a part of the small part of the sales. Yes or no? That typically takes around 3.28 seconds. That is the fastest deal closing ever I have done in my life. Now, I can tell you, there are 50 things are there in that 3.28 seconds. Same thing. Yes or no? And I'm telling you, the way I'm learning things, if I go in that same speed, that 3.28 seconds, I can divide into probably each second into nanosecond also. I can tell you, okay, what happens, what I should tell them, what they should hear, how to manipulate, how not to manipulate, how to persuade, how not to persuade, what to show, what not to show, honesty, ethics, ethical stuff, how to induce all these things, how not to make a people buy. Yeah, hello. If you do not know me, then I teach also people how not to sell to a person. Why? Because I work with those people who loves to work with me. So many times I put a challenge in front of them. I don't sell to them. I don't want them to buy my programs and processes. No. You see this? I do anti-selling, which no one is going to probably tell you. I don't say. Because one rotten apple can destroy the entire godown. And if I know that this fellow is rotten, then I package him in a different way. He will feel good about it. Getting this? So it is not new things. But the thing is, do you have that little bit of a patience? Do you have that commitment? Do you have that grit? Every day, every second, you're thinking of the same thing. Because the way you can keep your legacy is by going deeper, not by doing multiple things. You can have so many things, but you will be known by only one thing. Unfortunately, people don't see you as this. An all-rounder is an all-rounder. But people remember the super batsman. Yes or no? Yeah. So how do you feel today?
Dada, it gave, like, it gave a lot of clarity to me. Now I'm thinking in a different dimension, I think.
Yeah. So people have another thing is they think of the end result. They think of going on top of the mountain, but they don't understand that mountain can be only traveled only when you take one step, and it is boring. The more higher you go, it will be more difficult, boss. It will be painful. Your legs gonna pain. You will be thirsty. You will not be able to breathe also. Yes or no? What you see the happiness on top of the mountain, that fellow is suffering from asthma now. उधर पर सांस भी लेने का नहीं है, right? And when you go on top, another problem is there is no one to celebrate. Did you get my point? That's why if you see the cars, poor people travel by bus, rich people have two-wheelers, not even two-wheeler, two-seaters. You see the most luxurious car, they are all usually two-seaters. Yes or no? Because there is no one with whom are you going to share all these things? No one to appreciate that. Yes, correct. How was it for you? Unmute? Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. So today's session was just कि practice करना बहुत जरूरी है in one particular person. जैसे कल आप बता रहे थे ना पार्थ को कि हम इधर भी जा सकते हैं, मतलब उसी से रिलेटेड था, रिलेटेड टू द ट्रैवल कि आप कैसे कैसे इंडस्ट्रीज खोल सकते हैं, बट उससे ये चीज समझ में आ रहा है कि हाँ हम एक चीज में जा सकते हैं, डाइवर्सिफाई, सेम सिंगल स्ट्रिंग को ही डाइवर्सिफाई कर सकते हैं. तो वो जो है रिलेटेड टू दी जस्ट प्रैक्टिस प्रैक्टिस उसी पे हो सकता है, इसके अलावा नहीं हो सकता कुछ.
Okay. So now
यही तो समझ.
there is a problem with this. Practice without the right intent and the right guru is going to make you a horrible guy. Because practice is not about discipline. If you are putting discipline and practice together, then you will never learn the thing. It will be a frustration for you. But when you practice to learn certain things which is new, in that same thing, like for example, martial arts. There are some people, they practice martial arts in Japan or somewhere else. Okay, they use that sword thing. They're practicing for 30 years, 40 years. 30, 40 years. So what they practice? They practice certain things new. Might be a little bit of change. That will do a lot of difference. Yeah, I've seen. So initially when you start doing some kind of a kata, it will look like from the distance this fellow is dancing. But when you understand the small things that he does, okay, each one has its own meaning, own purpose. You understand the relativity, you understand the purpose, you understand how to work, how this thing. So that practice, which is giving you a progressive implementational practice under the guidance, yes, that is good. But just practice without any kind of things, everyone cannot be eklavya, na? Please understand that. So modern eklavya does not exist. So that's why you need a person to guide you. Anyways, I hope the session was useful enough. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. I'll leave you with that thought process. I think today we did something very deep. We spoke about only one thing. People talk about productivity and all these things. It is not about productivity. It is about your own inner willpower and the way you look at different things. It's your perspective. Right? So I rest my case here. I'm going to upload this video on YouTube as it is, without any editing, without any filters. Let's see what other people are looking at this. They want to see. But the thing is, the new age people, they have a very less attention span. Whatever I'm telling, probably by this time they would have seen this is boring, this is horrible, but this is the only thing it's going to help. Right? Let's see how many comments comes in this. You want to share this, you can share to the people. I'm telling you, they like some other nonsense than this kind of content. Because this content is longer. This content is not something that is, eye candy. This kind of content is boring. This content does not have, those kind of flashy things, something coming here and going there. I don't have all this. Go slow. Go deep. But when you go deep, you will find the diamond also. Yes or no? Okay? The hardest thing is always in the bottom. Let's make this effort. Let's enjoy our today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.